Hi guys, I'm here to do a little tutorial on how to do the cat stitch. First thing you're going to need is some contrasting colors, at least two. I have three here today. First thing we're going to do is do a little slip stitch onto our hook, and we're going to need to make a chain in multiples of 5. So here's my foundation chain. First stitch that we're going to do is going to be 4 from your hook, 4 stitches down from your hook, and you're going to do a double crochet in there. So we're going to have basically our chains, which counts as a double crochet, and then a double crochet. Now we're going to skip 5 chains, and in that 5th chain now we're going to do a shell stitch. So that's going to be double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets all in that same chain stitch. All right, so that's our shell. So we got basically 2 double crochet and a shell, and we're going to do the same pattern of shell stitches. Skip 5. In the 5th stitch we're going to do another shell, same thing, 2 double crochet, 1 chain 1, and then 2 more double crochet. And yeah, like I said, then you're going to continue this shells every 5 stitches all the way down to the end of your foundation chain. 2 double crochet, shell, shell, woo! And I'll do all those shells. That's what we're going to get at the end. And then where we would put our last shell, instead we're going to do 2 double crochet. So every single row we do in this pattern is going to start and end with 2 double crochet. I mean, it'll start with a chain 3, a double crochet, but it will end with 2 double crochets. There we go. So we're going to chain 3, and we're going to start row 2. It's going to be exactly the same, basically. So we're going to get to our second stitch there. We're going to do another double crochet. Like I said, starts with 2, ends with 2. And now in that shell down there, we're going to do another shell stitch. And we're going to do that in every single shell. So shell in a shell. So here we are, we got row 2. So now I'm just doing a final shell stitch here. So we basically stacked shell in a shell for the whole second row. And then we're going to do 2 double crochet at the end. All right, and now is where the magic starts happening. We need to change colors. So you're going to grab your contrasting color. Basically, all you're going to do is loop it around your hook, pull it through right there, and you're going to tighten your other color just like that, just as tight as you can make it, basically. And then we're going to chain 3 with our new color. It's that easy to change colors in this one. It's nothing too crazy. Make sure you give yourself enough room to sew that in later and snip that right off for your first color. All right, now we're gonna turn our work and double crochet. And next is when the magic is really gonna start happening with this stitch. So we're gonna do what's called an elongated double crochet cluster. So you can see here we got 1, 2 big holes here. So what you're going to do is yarn over. You're going to go into the second hole. Pick up your yarn, pull through. When you pull through though, you're going to pull it all the way up. So that's the elongated part, okay? And then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. And here comes the cluster part. We're going to yarn over again, go back down to that hole, pull your yarn through, pull it all the way up, and now we got 4 loops. So you go through the first 2, yarn over again, and then you're going to go through all 3 loops. So that's our cluster, elongated cluster. So then we're going to shell in a shell again. 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And then again, we're going to see we have these same 2 big holes next to our shells. So we got, shell and then big holes, and we're going to do an elongated cluster again. So yarn over, go all the way down, pull our yarn through, pull it all the way up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, go all the way down, pull through. Now we're going to have 4 loops. So we're going to yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. Boom, and that's the start of our cat, if you can believe it. So we're just going to do shell in a shell, cluster, shell in a shell, cluster, all the way down to the end. I'm going to show you, this is my last elongated cluster. I'm going to do it one more time for you because I know that one can be a little trickier, especially if you've never done that before. So yarn over, go all the way through the bottom, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, go all the way through, pull it all the way up. Yarn over. We got 4 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. We got 3 loops, so yarn over, go through all 3 loops. And then end in 2 double crochet again. All right, now this is going to be so surprising. These next 2 rows, I'm going to chain 3, flip, double crochet. Now it's going to sound really familiar. We're going to shell in a shell again for this row, all the way down. And the row after that is also going to be a shell in a shell. So we basically ended up doing stacks. We have 3 shells. That's what it should look like. 3 shells stacked on top of each other. All right, so you can see here, I'm going to change colors again. You could go back to your first color. I'm just doing 3 colors for mine. It really doesn't matter as long as they are contrasting each other. So we pull through our new color, tighten it down as tight as we can, and we're going to chain 3 with our new color and snip off the old color and turn. Double crochet. So we have our 2 starting double crochet, and here is where you're going to see those cats now in those purple stitches right here. So we have the 2 big holes again, so we're doing elongated double crochet clusters right here, 2 loops through 3 loops, and then a shell in a shell. And then a cluster. So now what you're going to see here is that these 3 stacks of shells, basically the bottom one becomes the paws and the chest, and the top 2 become the head and the ears, because the paws from the one above create like the little ear effect with the shell. So yeah, I'll show you here with the pink done too. Looks pretty cute. And this is my first time ever recording a tutorial, so please be nice in the comments. Bye!